I want to go over interview question for front-end engineers that is asked in 2023, but also I understand that it's keep getting asked in 2024. So let's see what we need to implement. We need to implement a tree that every time you click on an item, it adds a child. So in this example, when I click on this item, it has a child, and then it has another child, and then it has if I click twice, then I will create two children. If I click 3 times, this one will be created. So every time I click on one item, it creates a child. Okay, so this first item has 3 children, this item has 3 children, and this item has 3 children. Okay, so every time I click, it creates a new child. So let's go ahead and implement it. So we're implementing a tree, and our tree needs to have a children. So we're gonna create a state for children. I'm gonna call them items, set items, and it's gonna start with empty array. And now we're gonna return our tree. So what our tree contain? Our tree contain three item, yes, and it contains three children, children, and here are our children, which are items. Okay, and I'm not gonna have a div, but I'm gonna have a three container here, yeah, and I'm gonna use it also here, three container. I'm gonna use style components to define all the items. So const tree container is display flex and flex direction columns, because my items and children are in a column relative to one another. Then I'm gonna create my tree item, which has basically it's a square with a blue border. So let's define width of let's say 50 pixels, doesn't really matter which width, height same, and I have a border solid, make it blue. Okay, and blue, and I want to have a margin because it has some space between items and its children. And now for the children, why it makes it because I made it with a small c, three children. Okay, I use it also here, three children, and the children is also gonna be display flex. It's gonna be display flex and column because my children are in the column, and I want margin left, but I want it 50 pixels. Actually, it's not a 50 pixels, but it's more of a size of the item. So let's define size here. Const size. I'm gonna define it as 50, and now we can use it everywhere. Okay, size. Okay, and I'm just gonna replace it everywhere. Size, so this is my square, and the margin, so I want the margin from the children will be of the same size as my item. Okay, and so let's see, don't have it yet, but let's see. npm start so this is our item. When I click, nothing happened because we need to implement on click on our item. So let's implement on click. Gonna call it on click. I'm gonna define it here, const on click, and yeah, and on click I'm actually gonna use the function of use state. So it's items, the pref items. I put all the items and I add another child here. Okay, so this is my on click, and let's see how it works. So I'm clicking twice, 3 times, so it's creating children. I'm gonna click on this one. It creates other children. Looks like working. Great. So this is a great exercise showing how to use kind of recursion tree in React. So I hope you enjoyed it, and happy coding.